Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And Adalman has made his very first appearance in game, and he doesn't look that good. Just gonna put that right there. You probably shouldn't summon for him. If you needed anything out of this video, if you didn't want to wait 10 minutes or something or 8 minutes, don't summon. He's not good. Not good. It's nice that he's here for the first time, which is why I'm currently at 186 pity, which is a very funny number, but, you know, there's a reason for that. So, Adalman is here. Recruit details. We will get 14 login tickets every day from now until the 20th. So that is why I am at 186 pity, because 14 more and I will be at pity. Of which case, I think I pulled 4 stars, getting up to 186, which is not good, and they're all useless dupes. There's like a Light Shuna, an Earth Millum, a Fire Benimaru, and a Ifrit. So, cool, awesome, thank you game. My Benimaru pulls used all my luck up. So, 14 tickets over the next 14 days. You should already have a ticket in your inbox. We will get more, obviously. You'll get 14. So you can spend 4 of them and then do a multi, or, you know, do whatever you want with them. I'm just going to save and just do the 14 of them in a video or something, along with some other tickets. But Adalman is, you know, good that he's in the game now, first appearance. Not good as his skills, or his trait, or pretty much anything about him, really. So, status attributes, you know, he is very much defensive growth, which goes along with, you know, this whole meta of Mirren swapping your attack and defensive stats, so having really high defense technically can mean that you can have one turn of very, very high offense. So that's what he's doing. He is AoE, so there's that to contend with, because he's support. He is definitely not a DPS, and he's a very interesting support. So his skill, he has a 290% AoE multiplier, which is the higher multiplier, and then he increases the guard rate of the ally with the lowest health by 15%, which, bad. 15%. You're going to really count on 15% anything in this game? I think we've proven that, you know, that low of things is awful, because that's just about like bind fishing right there, that 10%. 15%. And we all love that Jubilee where we had to bind fish, right? Yeah, everyone's favorite time was bind fishing. This is not much better than that. It goes to your lowest character, so I mean, that's cool. It gives them a little bit of protection. Maybe they can guard, maybe they won't. They probably won't. There's an 85% chance that they won't, which is not good. So, AoE, guard rate up on low person. First skill, chance to inflict deadly poison on all targets. That goes up to 100% for 3 turns, and then increases everyone's defense by 25%. So, deadly poison. How much better than that is poison? Is it better, actually, than poison? Technically, yes. So we go to status abnormalities right here, and there's poison. Damages the character affected at the end of each turn for a set number of turns. The amount of damage corresponds to the character's own attack. Okay. Deadly poison damages the character affected at the end of each turn for a set number of turns. The amount of damage corresponds to the character's own attack and is greater than regular poison. So we know that it is a separate debuff that does more damage than poison. But I don't know how much more damage. Like, they both go off the attack stat, but there's no, like, notice of the multiplier of, you know, what this poison does versus what this deadly poison does. So it's very hard to determine how much better deadly poison is. Obviously, it's on a summonable unit, so it should be better, and there's not a lot of units that can poison you. So, I mean, cool, I guess. I don't have them, so I can't test them. We're gonna wait those 14 days to get those 14 tickets, and then I will get him with pity, or I will get him in 14 tickets, whatever the works. So, that's his first skill. Defense up, it can go well with, you know, Benimaru guaranteed counterattacks, right? Because you're going to take the attack in, and what makes, like, the golem good is that you're guarding a lot of the hits, and then you're giving them back. But you have that damage reduction, right? Benimaru guarantees that you'll give it back to them, but you have no damage reduction. You're just going to take it at face value, which, you know, Conquest Millum. You take attacks at face value, someone's gonna die. If she really, really hates them. 4 hits from the Conquest Millum, pretty much anyone's dead. If you don't have any kind of defense up. Even if you have counterattacks. So, increasing everyone's defense 25%, it's pretty good. Hinata still has the highest at 40% for 15 points. This will be a 25-point skill, I believe. I think it's 25 points. Yeah, it'll be a 25-point skill because it's got the poison and then the defense. So Hinata's defense is 40% and her own resistance, and that's 15. So cheaper. Poison again, we'll have to see. But like, who can be poisoned, right? When are you going to use this skill? We'll cover that later. But his second skill decreases all targets' physical attack by 5%. And I assume that goes up to probably like 15, maybe 20 if we're lucky. Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not a great amount, but it is something. And then increases poison damage to all targets until the end of battle by 30%, unlimited. So, in theory, you could stack poison forever. Forever. Will that actually be useful? Not outside of this Jubilee that will come in 2 weeks. Not this current one, but the Catalyst Jubilee, where we'll have type advantage, and we'll probably have tremendously high defense. So nuking them traditionally is not going to be a thing. So damage over time, counterattacks is what it's going to focus on. This will assist with that. So you're going to inflict deadly poison, stronger than normal poison, and you're also going to stack the poison damage, how much it does at the end of every turn when this is up. So 3 turns of poison, you can do this. It costs 15 points, which is fairly cheap, right? But Benimaru doesn't give us skill points. He doesn't orb change. He's not self-sufficient. So you're going to need, some luck. He does reset skill costs, which is nice, because then this will forever remain 15 points. Forever, right? But you only have Aaron right now as an Earth Changer for greens, right? That he's boosting. 250% boost is good. You get a lot of skill points off 1. Off 2, off 3. You get like 70 skill points off like 3 greens. So, if we get another skill changer, or if you bring like Wind Vow or something, you can work pretty well. But we're not done with this kit. Hold on. We'll get to the but in a bit. Trait: 75% or higher HP increases his own guard rate by 12% up to 18%. So, theoretically, if he has the lowest health and he ults, he could have 18 plus the 15. Ooh, yeah. 32, 33% guard rate? That's what we like to see right there. Or you could put it on someone else. Whatever. It's not a good trait. If he had protection, if he had skill points, he'd be a lot better, but he doesn't. And then his EX board gives him extra counter-attack power, which goes well with Benimaru. But it's for him. So, and he has terrible attack stats, so your counters are going to do a lot less damage than normal. But going back to why this unit is bad. Poison is a debuff, right? Who can be poisoned in this game? Let's go ahead and check out some conquests real fast. Alright, so event, conquest, Ifrit, info. Can he be poisoned? Yes, he can. He can't be stunned, but he can be poisoned. Okay. Who's next? Cabby. Can you be poisoned? You can be poisoned. Okay, so, okay. We're looking okay, then. Maybe I was too harsh. Sky Dragon. Can be poisoned. Okay. Space Millum. Conquest Millum. Can you be poisoned? You can be poisoned. Okay, so a lot of people can be poisoned. They can't be stunned. I'm going to assume that the rest of the bosses can be poisoned. What about Tempered Edge? I believe this new one you can poison. Otherwise it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? Yeah, you cannot stun, you can poison. How about the first Earth Tempered Edge? No, you cannot poison them. Okay. How about Crucible, Earth. You probably should be able to poison these guys. They're not difficult. Millum can be poisoned. Okay, so you can poison a good amount of the game. Does that really make him useful, though? Does this poison make him useful when, you know, you can poison a good amount of the game? The first Tempered Edge for Earth you cannot, so I wouldn't bring him there. But really, though, you have stages that have different typings. You're not going to try and stack poison damage. You're going to build a more complete team. Like, if you're going to use the water team, you're not going to just suddenly put Adalman on there for some poison DOT. You're not. He's just not going to work, right? The water team is set. The light team is set. The space team is set. The dark team will be set. All these metas have no room for him, right? There are other units who do more for that team to make it work better. Adalman's poison can be used in a lot of places, but I don't think it will bring you a lot of value at the end of the day, because it just won't matter, right? It just won't matter. He's a weak unit, terrible attack stat. So any other place you're not using Earth Tube, if you don't have Mirren, then he's fucking worthless, right? If you don't have that ability to switch his attack stat and his defense stat, he's not going to do anything for you. Okay? New players. You see Adalman, you're like, oh, he was a really cool character in the anime. He got totally annihilated by Shuna, but he was a cool character. Should I summon for him? No, because he won't do shit for you. He will not do shit for you, especially if you don't have a good protector. Protectors in this game are so powerful, right? They make or break teams, right? Because they, you know, orb change. They do many, 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 many things. Adalman by himself, without a good protector, is not going to do too much for you. Especially once you're, like, a medium player, you play the game a bit, you have a few protectors. You don't have the Benimaru, you don't have the Mirren, you just happen to pull Adalman off the 14 tickets, let's say. Where are you going to put him? You're not. I wouldn't. I don't think you should either. Not with the anniversary. Literally 3 weeks from today. Anniversary is 3 weeks away. This is the second of 3 banners for the Earth meta, right? We have one more banner after this. Alright? I beg every single goddamn one of you to skip this meta. Do not do what I did. Do not go to 186 pity for Adalman. Do not summon for Benimaru or Mirren, even though you like Benimaru and you like Mirren. They're super gimmicky. I don't like this meta. I didn't like the space meta before it. Technically, you should have been following my advice and not summoning for the past, like, 2 months, right? 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 You should have been saving. You should have many, many more crystals than what I have now. I'm going to whale my way out of my problems, okay, for the anniversary. We all know this. It's a problem. I know. I'm dealing with it. Smart players, good players, knowledgeable players should be saving, because they dropped some really, really good sales during the anniversary. They dropped a lot of good sales during the half inning. They dropped guaranteed ticket pack, which gave you like one of the 3 new units on the first banner. That's what you should be spending your money on. Units with triple banners with triple units, which maybe, hopefully they do. That's where you should be spending your crystals on, not Adalman. Okay? Not for this poison bitch. So, should you summon for Adalman? Hell no. Will he bring value to your box? Hell no. Is it the first time he's appeared and that's pretty cool? Yes. So as a collector, I want him. Other than that, no. 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 Don't summon for Benimaru. Don't summon for Mirren. Do the free tickets that you get. Call it good. Cut your losses. Save your crystals. Spend on banners that are good. That's my advice to you. And that's where we're going to stop this video, because the answer is no.